Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Unco Pickle Pokémon. Welcome back to the channel. Very quickly, if you guys like the content, please like and subscribe. And if you guys want to support me, check out my eBay store in the description down below. Today's video, I want to go over some tips and tricks to help you decide on purchasing singles, particularly from eBay. There's other platforms like Facebook Marketplace. Car is a big one. But I feel like the majority of people generally use eBay. So when I'm shopping for a single card on eBay, I've been trying to get a mint copy of this Charizard. This is the full art Charizard from Flash Fire. So what you want to do is, first of all, you want to kind of determine the price range that this card is going for. So to get a good price. And so once you've done your search here up here, you want to go down to the left here and click on the sold items. This will give you not the listed price that the buyer or the seller is asking for, but what the card actually sold for. This will give you the actual market price of that single. So as you can see, this Charizard here went for $31. It's probably not a mint copy. Usually if it's a mint copy, I check on TCG Player as well. You can always reference TCG Player, but I find that eBay is a little bit more current in pricing. TCG kind of lags a little bit, but I checked on TCG Player, and this card I think is going for right around 100. So let's just kind of see what we can find as far as sold listings goes recently. So this one is light play. LP stands for light play. MP stands for moderately played. Let's just go and check this listing out very quickly. So eBay has a cool feature where you can magnify the area of interest here just by hovering your mouse over the card like that, and you can kind of inspect the things a lot more in detail. So they're saying this card is light play to moderately play. The edges looks pretty good. The corners looks pretty good, but there might be some surface scratches that you can't really see, and I'll touch on that a little bit more. But basically you want to check the corners, you want to check the surface, you want to check the back, and obviously you want to check the centering on the card as well. If you're a stickler like me, I don't buy any singles unless I know for certain, or as much as I can, that the card is actually a mint copy. So you turn this around and you do a close-up, hover your mouse on the card, and you can see the edges completely white on top. I don't know if you guys could see this, but the edges are completely white. And this card was printed in the X and Y era. X and Y era is notorious for just like shredding their singles when they're printing their singles. So they're calling this moderately play, lightly play. I would probably agree with them. It's definitely not mint. So that's another trick. You have to check the condition by zooming in on these cards. Now I've tried using my phone, looking at singles over my phone, and that's a no-no. You never want to do that because your phone doesn't have this feature, and your phone is a lot smaller than your monitor. So oftentimes you will not see these white specks on these cards. So definitely do not buy anything after checking out the singles on your phone, you can definitely just save it and then hop on your monitor later and actually check out the condition of the card on your computer monitor. Some pictures will have the light hitting the surface of the card where you can actually see like surface scratches. So I like shots like this where you can see the light reflecting off of the surface, but oftentimes the seller will not post these photos because I mean it's a hassle. Let's be honest, and oftentimes you will have to just directly message them. So you need to directly message the seller and ask them if there's surface dents or scratches on the card. There was a card that I got online where, you know, the centering was flawless. There was no whitening on the back. The front was flawless. But however, I did not ask about like the surface of the card, what condition it was in. I purchased the card and it came in, and lo and behold, there was like a small dent on the back of the card, and the lighting, the way that the person shot the photo, it did not show that dent. And so, you know, I just took it as a loss. And yeah, just so you guys know, if that's also something that you guys need to make sure that the surface of the card is not dented, or there's no scratches on the surface of the card. But yeah, that was a lesson learned, and ever since then, when there's a card that I have interest in, I always message the seller, hey, is there any surface scratches or dents on the car that the photos don't show? And generally they're pretty honest with you. They'll let you know, yeah, there's like scratches, or there's like a small dimple or something. So you always ask the seller. And if they really want to sell the card, they'll message you back. And generally sellers are pretty nice about giving you guys more photos. But anyways, yeah. So this is a lightly play, moderately play single. I would agree, $46. It's a fair price for this card. Now this is a near mint copy. This one went for $100, which, yeah, you kind of want to just look and see what the average is so that you know the price range this card is actually going for. So that's another tip. You know, make sure you guys check the recent sold listings to kind of get the price point of some of these cards. So I would say moderately played, right around maybe $50-ish. This mint copy went for $300. Wow, that's crazy. I'd say like a mint copy maybe in the vicinity of $120-ish. So all these are below the TCG price. I've checked before this video. It's like right around $100 for a mint copy. So yeah, a lot of these are below the. So I'm assuming they're not mint cards. Anyways, back to. I want to get out of the sold listings. Okay, so you have a card of interest. Let's see. Maybe this card. Let's just pick on this card here, this listing. So you're interested in this card. You're checking out the corners, the edges. There's no whitening. You always make sure that there's a back shot as well. You guys can see here, this card looks pretty good, but the bottom here, there's a tad bit of whitening. So when I see any whitening like that, I just pass in the card. I'm a big stickler on a minty single cards only. So that's going to be an automatic pass for me. But if you guys don't care, you know, this might be a really good pickup. Just a few whitening specks on the bottom. The centering looks pretty good. And a tip about the centering as well. When the centering, these photos is not as apparent until you get the card in hand. When you have the card in hand, online the card might be, you know, a little bit off, and you might be like, yeah, that could be, you know, 40-60. But when the card actually arrives, it's going to be more apparent and more shifted than you actually think. So the centering is very sensitive, I guess you can say, what I'm trying to get at. Unless it's like perfect online, you can expect your card to be a little bit more shifted than you think it is. I hope that makes sense. Ooh, there's a big dent right here. You guys see that? So actually, for $100, this is probably not a good deal at all. There's a big old dent in the back corner here, and this seller was nice enough to kind of display that for people. Another thing is to also check their ratings. Always check their ratings. This is what kind of safeguards you from like someone that's trying to scam you. So this person here has a gold star, so there's 1,682 reviews, 100% feedback. That's great. That's all good. This is a trusted seller. What else did I want to go over? And oftentimes you can spot fakes online very easy. Like, especially for this Charizard EX, there's a lot of fake cards. Let me just show you if there's any fake cards here. Like this one right here, I can tell right away. Let me know if you guys can tell what's the difference between this card and this card's fake as well too. Between this card and this is the real card up here. This is the real full art Charizard. This is the fake. So so you can see here, like when I look for singles of a particular card, you want to kind of educate yourself. You know, there might be a lot of fakes of that card if it's a really popular card. This is a really popular card, Charizard EX, and I know that there's fakes of these cards. So you see it on the left hand corner there on Charizard's wing. There's like a little indentation. It doesn't go blue all the way. I don't know if that makes sense, but there's like the wing, you can see the edge of the wing curves up. But on the fake card here, that edge right there, it's all blue. And this is a fake card. You can see there's no texturing at all. This card should be textured. You can tell, wow, this is a fake card. So either the seller does not know that this is a fake card, or they do and they're trying to offload it. And a lot of poor folks out there will spend quite a bit of money on fake cards. See, there's no texturing on this card. You can clearly see there's no texturing. So I've been kind of educating myself on certain singles. You can see here, like this card's real, right? The wing there, it's not all blue. You see the edge of the wing there, it kind of curves back up, and you can clearly see there's texturing on this card. I don't know if the camera really shows that to you guys, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to go over some things that I look for when I shop for single cards on eBay. Again, you want to check for the price range of what the card is going for in the mint copy, and then you want to you don't want to use your phone. You can save singles on your phone that you're interested in looking, but always use your computer monitor to look at the condition of these cards. Make sure you guys zoom up on the corners, the sides, check out all the details. This one is 100% authentic. It looks real, texturing, and you also message the seller if they don't have the right angles to show the surface conditions. Always ask them about the surface condition, scratches, dents. Again, this is a beginner's a beginner's, like, I don't know, tip that because if you've been collecting, all these tricks already, but this video is more for a beginner level. So everything here looks pretty good. Wow, this is actually a really nice copy. There's a little bit of scratches on this card. This person asking for 175. That's a little bit over the actual going price. Again, I know that the going price for this is right around like 120, 125 mint. This is a spectacular card though. There's a bit of whitening on the backs, but yeah, again, don't use your phone. What else am I missing? And also check the seller's ratings on the side here. Generally, I don't buy from anyone that doesn't have any ratings. That doesn't mean that they're an automatic fraud either, because I have bought some from people that don't have like any ratings, and the transaction was just fine. But it's just an added security for you guys. I pretty much cover everything that I do when looking for singles. Wow, see, there's a bit of whining there. Again, like, when you're looking at cards online to when you have it in person, like, you're like, okay, that's like a little small whitening on the corner there. But every single time, you're like, okay, that's fine, I'll buy the card. It comes in, you see it in hand, in person, and it's like super exaggerated. You're like, I don't know, it's when you see the card in person, it's a lot more apparent than what it seems online. So just keep that in mind as well, especially the centering and these whitening on the back of the card. So I look for an absolute perfect condition card. Centering, everything needs to be perfect before I actually purchase. And also, you also have to make sure you guys ask the seller how they're going to ship the card as well, because some of these folks just absolute horrible shipping. Like, it might be perfect and then they ship it and they don't package it well and it comes damaged, so all of your work and searching for the card goes to nothing, and it just creates a big mess. So always ask them how they're going to ship it as well. Those are all my tips that I can think of at the moment. I don't plan these recordings or anything at all. I just kind of wing it. So I think that's all I wanted to talk about. Overall, this has been one of the better looking Charizards that I've seen. Again, this is a really, really hard card to come by in mint condition, just because it's an XY card. But anyways, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. These are some things that I kind of go through when deciding if I want to purchase a particular single card on eBay or not, and this might actually help you determine that as well. Be careful out there, guys, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.